In the apparel industry, seasonal design misses lead to a mathematical certainty, the clearance rack. These markdowns represent a significant financial loss that erodes a retailer's bottom line. To defend against this risk, the traditional industry strategy relies on cheap overseas labor and massive production orders placed months in advance to minimize the upfront cost per unit. Zara functions as a statistical outlier in this market. While most retailers struggle with variety, Zara introduces roughly 11,000 distinct items per year. Competitors typically operate on 2 to 3 month design cycles. Zara modifies and refreshes its designs every 2 weeks. This chart highlights the efficiency gap. While the industry average for selling inventory at full price is 60%, Zara sells 85% of its items without a discount. Zara also carries only 10% unsold inventory annually. For comparison, the industry standard for dead stock sits between 17 and 20%. The most significant differentiator is inventory turnover. A standard competitor turns its inventory 3 to 4 times a year. Zara achieves 12 full turns in that same window. These metrics indicate that cost minimization is only one path to profitability. Zara's success suggests a different model, prioritized on speed and demand accuracy. Understanding Zara's 12 inventory turns requires a precise distinction between logistics and supply chain management. Logistics refers to the physical movement and storage of goods, encompassing the management of freight forwarders, shipping companies, and third-party warehousing. Supply chain management, or SCM, is the broader system of cross-functional integration. It oversees the flow of materials, information, and finances across multiple organizations. As shown here, SCM is the architecture that coordinates individual silos like R&D, finance, and logistics. It aligns these functions to maximize value for the end customer. Zara's success stems from a unified architectural system that connects front-end demand directly to back-end raw materials, moving beyond simple logistics optimization. This architecture can be broken down into 4 strategic elements: the industry framework, the unique value proposition, managerial focus, and internal processes. The industry framework considers external economic factors, while the unique value proposition defines the company's competitive positioning. Managerial focus governs the decision-making process, which then shapes the internal processes of sourcing, manufacturing, and delivery. For example, Coca-Cola optimizes its value proposition for global segmentation, requiring localized bottling and distribution for various drink sizes. Amazon optimizes its internal processes for extreme product diversity and rapid fulfillment, maintaining the lowest possible inventory levels for millions of unique items. Zara's unique value proposition is centered on trend responsiveness and enforced scarcity. This strategic choice forces Zara to build internal processes that diverge from the standard global manufacturing models used by Amazon or Coca-Cola. The physical execution of this strategy is centered in Arteixo, Spain. This location acts as the operational hub for Zara's global empire. Operations follow a 5-stage process: plan, source, make, deliver, and return. During the plan and source stages, Zara limits risk by purchasing only 4 or 5 types of raw fabric in bulk. They require suppliers in nearby European countries to deliver within a strict 5-day window. The make stage occurs within a 464,500 square meter facility known as a cube, which is surrounded by a network of 11 company-owned factories. To maintain flexibility, Zara performs fabric cutting and dyeing strictly in-house. This allows them to defer final garment designs until market trends are confirmed. Cut fabric travels to assembly factories via 200 kilometers of high-speed underground worker rails. Once assembled, the finished clothes return to the cube for global distribution. This localized speed requires a trade-off. Zara pays Spanish manufacturing workers roughly €8 per hour, compared to the 40-cent average in Asian garment hubs. As a result, 50% of Zara's production happens in Spain, with another 26% in the rest of Europe. Only 24% of their manufacturing occurs in Asia or Africa. Zara only commits to manufacturing 50 to 60% of its inventory in advance. The industry standard involves committing to 80 or 90% of production before the season begins. Zara accepts high Spanish labor costs. Knowing their flexible manufacturing system eliminates the overproduction and markdowns that drain competitor capital. For the deliver stage, finished garments are transported from the manufacturing center to a massive logistics hub in Zaragoza. From Zaragoza, Zara pushes products to 88 global markets using a precisely managed mix of truck and air freight. This delivery rhythm is rigid. Stores place orders twice a week, and this schedule dictates the entire production pace of the factories. The final stage is return. Zara purposefully limits its e-commerce reach, as non-standard fashion items produce high return rates that add significant operational costs. This physical focus drives customer behavior. Zara customers visit brick-and-mortar stores 17 times per year, compared to only 3 visits for competitors. Zara embeds environmental protocols directly into each of the 5 SCM stages, treating sustainability as a core operational requirement. They utilize biodiesel fuel to power their global transportation and delivery network. In the source stage, they mandate ethical sourcing policies, including the use of organic cotton and strict animal welfare standards. Their precise high-tech fabric cutting in the make stage serves a dual purpose, accelerating production while simultaneously reducing material waste. Ethical sourcing and waste reduction operate as strategic order winners, securing consumer loyalty while driving down the long-term costs of physical waste. The staggered performance metrics seen at the start of our analysis function as the direct mathematical output of Zara's specific structural choices. The 12 inventory turns are a direct result of the Cube's high-speed monorail architecture and localized assembly network. Their low unsold stock is achieved by only manufacturing 50 to 60% of garments in advance, allowing the system to react to real-time sales data. The high rate of full-price sales is sustained by enforced scarcity, created through rigid, twice-weekly store deliveries. Zara's market position is the result of aligning its unique value proposal with tightly controlled internal processes. This alignment ensures that physical material flows are perfectly synchronized with information flows from the retail stores. The ultimate goal of supply chain management is to provide inventory at the precise moment demand peaks, while systematically driving out waste. At this level of execution, supply chain management operates as the primary engine of a company's competitive advantage. Zara's architecture proves that a system engineered for maximum speed and flexibility will reliably outperform a system built solely on the pursuit of the cheapest labor. The staggered performance metrics seen at the start of our analysis function as the direct mathematical output of Zara's specific structural choices. The 12 inventory turns are a direct result of the Cube's high-speed monorail architecture and localized assembly network. Their low unsold stock is achieved by only manufacturing 50 to 60% of garments in advance, allowing the system to react to real-time sales data. The high rate of full-price sales is sustained by enforced scarcity, created through rigid, twice-weekly store deliveries. Zara's market position is the result of aligning its unique value proposition with tightly controlled internal processes. This alignment ensures that physical material flows are perfectly synchronized with information flows from the retail stores. The ultimate goal of supply chain management is to provide inventory at the precise moment demand peaks while systematically driving out waste. At this level of execution, supply chain management operates as the primary engine of a company's competitive advantage. Zara's architecture proves that a system engineered for maximum speed and flexibility will reliably outperform a system built solely on the pursuit of the cheapest labor.